Guys, this is Madison with Empaths Alive. Today I wanted to share with you some more things about empaths. If you're not familiar, or if you are familiar, you're going through it yourself, this will be very helpful, and you can share also your thoughts on the comments below. Some things that I notice as an empath is that everything around me, even physical things, absorb energy, good and bad energy. You'll hear a lot about people having crystals with them wherever they go, charging those crystals, and putting good energy into it so that it does the same for you. You'll notice that when you walk into other people's homes, you'll notice a good or a bad energy within that house. You'll also notice it in churches. Some churches I've walked into, and I don't feel a good feeling. Like I sense a lot of bad. And it's not to say that the church is bad, not to say that the whole place is bad. It's just that when it's surrounded with people that kind of go in with ill feelings and hoping to be healed once they get out of the church or wherever it is, it's just a lot to take in, and it can be overwhelming experience. And yes, it will drain you, but think about that. Think about that. Things hold feeling. You ever seen people who hug trees? You wonder why they hug trees, and they get teased a lot. But the thing is that nature holds a lot of good energy, and that's why people they hug the trees. They want to absorb the good energy. If you plant outside, you're planting flowers. You're absorbing good energy. This is like grounding, and also in physical things. Let's say that someone makes you dinner, and there's hate that comes with making you dinner. They didn't want to make you dinner. Then you'll definitely feel that. And then also, if they love making you dinner, their love goes into the foods that you eat. And don't forget that you not only absorb these foods, the energies of it, but you digest it. So you got to be very, very careful. And gifts, things that are bought for you, or maybe you go and buy used things, you just got to be very, very careful about the energy that once went into those items. Now, you can put your good energy into items as well. If something doesn't feel good, you can take your energy and put good into it. You can, as we call blessing, which is just highly used in a lot of the religious terms, blessing things. And you can do this with all sorts of oils. And I like to use my my spray here, my Palo Santo spray. I think it helps clear the energy a lot. And then you can put it on yourself as a kind of a protector. But you can spray it on things. You can spray it in your house. You can spray it wherever you go. Just got to be careful about the people around you. I wouldn't spray them on other people unless you find out if they're allergic or not to this. It's really just a tree and a bark, and a lot of people, they'll use it with sage and stuff to bless their houses. You can burn the sticks. They come in many forms. You can burn the sticks just to kind of give the aroma, and also has many different things that it can do for you. So what it does is it kind of levels out the energy. It takes the negative energy out, puts positive energy in, helps you to focus. So one of those things I like to do is I like to bring it with me if I can. And if you're in a crowded environment, and you don't want to spray it everywhere, you could just spray it on yourself like this. Just spray it on yourself. Just absorb it. You can spray it in your hands. You can breathe in, breathe out. It actually helps calm you down. I noticed that when my daughter has nightmares, that she'll become crying, and she's also very sensitive. She'll come crying, and she says, "I'm so afraid." I will go in and I will spray in the room, in her room, and then I will put her back to bed, and I will notice that she feels more calm and more soothed. And myself, I will feel her energy. It's of fear, so it helps me too. It helps us all to sleep. If you're getting into an argument or something and you need time, you need to just stop the argument, go to another room, get the spray the room, sit in it for a little bit, spray the rest of the house where everybody's getting mad. If they don't understand what your spray is, just say it's something to help with the air, because it smells good. It has a good fragrance to it, so you can always tell them that too. But you'll notice the rest of your family will calm down as well. They will give them about 10 minutes. It will calm down. It's sometimes it's more instantaneous as well. But if you're riding in the car and you're getting nervous, I would just spray some on your hands and just breathe in, breathe out. Just breathe in. And you can tap it on your skin too. It feels good. I like to do that. Of course you want to check and see if you have any skin allergies to it. You don't know if you're allergic to it, but you got to be extra careful. So anyway, back to things carrying energies with it. Okay. This is to be said with many items. You can make them powerful by placing your beliefs in them. As empaths, we do have a choice to not feel certain things by telling ourselves not to feel, by giving ourselves a numb feeling, but that's very hard to do. Okay, that takes time and practice, and a mental ability. And some people that are on antidepressants, because a lot of empaths are on antidepressants because they don't want to feel everything like they do, and so antidepressants help numb those feelings, so that's another form of control, which I would not recommend. Antidepressants, the long-term effect is not healthy. They all have side effects. But if you need it and you're going through a lot, I'm not a doctor, but that's solely up to you. But I myself, I've been through that, and would never want to go through that again. The whole thing with empathy is to embrace it as something beautiful and use it to your abilities. It's not anything to make you feel down. Feel like you have a gift. Okay, God has given you a gift, and what can you do with that gift, right? And like I said before, a lot of people take this gift and they become healers and light workers. And that's when they've truly awakened. Not many of us have awakened. It's just been a year since I've awakened. I still have a lot to learn. But I've noticed that with little changes here and there has helped dramatically. Each small change is a milestone. But anyway, this spray has really helped me out. Yes, you can carry around crystals. The thing with crystals is you've got to find the one that gives you a good feeling. Okay, so when you're choosing your crystals, actually it's more of a crystal choosing you. When you go into a store that carries them or wherever, and you just feel so drawn to it. Your eyes you can't get away from it. Your hands, you want to touch it. You want to hold it. You want to see what it looks like on you. It draws you to it. That's the thing about crystals, is that it finds you. Doesn't matter how expensive, how cheap it is, or what kind it is. It chooses you. And when you find the right crystal and you wear it, like I have a rose-colored crystal. It's lovely. I'm not an expert with crystals here, but I know it's pink. I'll get you more details on it soon. I have to find out for myself. I got it a long time ago, but I wear it, and I notice that it calms me down, and I like to touch it when I'm nervous, and I have nervous hands a lot of times. When I speak, I like to touch things. So when I'm feeling like a surge of negative energy and I'm trying to calm myself down, I'm wearing my necklace, I will often touch it, hold it, and embrace it. And I feel like it helps me absorb some of that negative energy. Like it doesn't all go into me, and it helps me to calm me down. So anyway, crystals can do that for you too. And I'm not an expert at crystals to be able to go into full details of what kind would help you best. But I do know for sure that crystals draw you to it, the right one. Now you can say, I want to go buy a crystal and da 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 da, and go looking day after day after day. Okay, that's great, but I really think that if you think too hard about it, it won't come to you. I think one day when you're really not thinking about it, that you'll just walk by it and then you'll just know. And you just have to have it. And that's life for you. You just have to have it. Okay, so remember that the places that you go into and the things also that are in the places, they can have negative energies in it. I would not accept gifts and things that come from a hostile environment. I would not, if somebody has put hate into something and then they give it to you, I would not accept it. I would respectfully give it back. Why? It's because you bring that into your home, and you got to be very, very careful about what you bring into your home and what you bring into your life. That's why vintage items and things that have done harm to others, swords of collections that have done killings, people like to collect these things. You got to be extremely careful of what you bring home. Can you bless those things? I think to a certain extent, but ultimately they do carry the energy with them, and you wonder why out of nowhere you feel bad. So you just got to be very, very careful of the places you go into. If a place that you go into doesn't feel good, spray yourself with this. I like to use this one to protect yourself. If you don't have to go in there, don't go in there. But if you absolutely have to, protect yourself. Think of it as an additional layer. And that helps your overall energy. And if it's in your home, make sure to constantly bless your home as much as you need. I like to go into the spiritual stores here and get the sprays, burn the sage, as much as I need. I mean, some places you need to clear out once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, every single day. It all depends about the people in your house, okay? And what they bring in from their day. So it might be every single day. I know that sounds like a lot of work, but helps you have some peace of mind. And remember to take breaks. Take breaks from those people. And place things in your home that make you feel good. Anything in your home that doesn't feel good, put it somewhere else. Put it in a place that you don't normally go into, the garage or storage, or give it away. If you don't really care much for it, then give it away. Why have toxic things in your home? Why? And if your family members have them in your home, express to them how it makes you feel. Okay? let's say that you're in a relationship with a guy or a girl, and then they carry things from their past relationship. Those are things that you just need to have a serious talk with them and say, hey, this really doesn't make me feel good. It makes me feel very uncomfortable. It makes me nervous. Just be honest with them. Tell them how you feel, and ask them if they can place it somewhere not in your bedroom, not within really the areas that are common, if they don't want to do that, then you have to really think about how you approach it. Okay? It means training your mind to think differently about it, or send it love, or send whoever that makes you uncomfortable love. Okay? All right, that's it for today. God bless. Mwah.